Hello, my name is Professor Moscardini, who's from the University of Cardiff in the UK. This university is the coordinator for the project Bucum, which is a Tempest project where the University of Salamanca is a partner. And I've been asked to give my personal experiences on the area of knowledge triangle, because I've been working in this area for many years. So if you look at the first screen, we have two sets there on the right, A and B. A represents the knowledge that the employers need, and B represents the knowledge that the universities provide. These two should be obviously the same, but often they're not, because knowledge changes so quickly, especially in the IT robotic areas. So often the skills that the graduates from universities are coming out with are not exactly the right skills for the industry. So there's a gap between what the industry needs and what is being provided. And the knowledge triangle is an attempt to bridge this gap. So if we look at the second slide, we have a typical knowledge triangle, which is a university, an industry, and community. So in this case, the university is a university called Sunderland, where I used to work before Cardiff. In Sunderland, we have a large manufacturing industry called Nissan. And there's also in the community a group called NAC. And the triangle is between these three entities. So if we look at NAC, this is what we call an SME, a small medium enterprise. And it employs about 20, 30 people. And its job is to train young people, employees, to go to Nissan. So they are a skill providing, a training providee. And not only training in skills, but they provide a philosophy, because the Nissan has the Japanese philosophy called Kaizen. And Kaizen means continuous improvement and quality. So anybody who works for Nissan has got to be very, very good in quality and work to their full capacity. And this is the philosophy that NAC is unique in providing, which the universities do not provide. So the NSC has got a special group here that can do this thing. The next part of the triangle is the industry itself, Nissan, a very, very large plant, very much, you can see from the photograph, is very robotic, needs highly skilled people. So obviously Nissan gains from the triangle because the NAC group are providing people who can work in this factory and therefore produce more cars. And the third partner is the University of Sunderland. This is a new university, and it's very much involved with university links. In the UK now, we say a university has three items. One is teaching, one is research, and the third thing is called reach out or outreach. And reach out or outreach means working with the community, working with industry. And Sunderland prides itself on doing this. So if we look at the mutual benefits from this triangle, so we have a university, it's working with NAC company. So from NAC, first of all, the university provides special degrees for the staff of NAC, so NAC staff can improve their skills. So for the university, that's a good plus. It's getting more and more, in a sense, students for the university. It also gets the opportunity to see what exactly are the needs of the industry. And therefore, it gets case studies which the staff, the academic staff, can use in their courses at the university. So the staff get benefits as well. NAC gets benefits because their staff are getting more and more training, and therefore they've got to have more highly qualified staff. So there's a very, very good relationship between the university and the company. Between the company and the manufacturer, obviously that's a very strong link. NAC gains business because it's getting paid by Nissan to do the training. Nissan is getting benefits because they're getting a staff who are specifically trained to do what they need. So a very, very strong relationship. The other link of the triangle is the university and the manufacturer, Nissan. So again, the university, this is the reach out component. The university is working with a major manufacturer. It realizes what are the problems in running a complicated line, what are the problems with robotics, and so it's getting lots of possibilities to get consultancies, research consultancies for the staff, which is very important for staff. So this is a very, very important link, and fulfills their reach out commitment, because the government now says each university has to do a certain amount of time on reach out. So this helps Sunderland University do their reach out commitments. And also Nissan is benefiting, because when Nissan has a problem, now it has staff at the university, some clever people who can help them solve their problems. So you can see in the triangle, every side of the triangle is benefiting from this cooperation. And the basic thing is information. Information is going round the triangle. The university knows what industry wants, the industry knows what university is providing, the company is providing the right information to the students to go to the industry. So the information is going round and round the triangle, and obviously as more information goes around the triangle, the gap gets smaller and things start to work better. I'd just like to finish with one example. It's a government scheme, it's a UK scheme, called the Knowledge Transfer Partnership. So what this scheme is about, well, say we have an employee at Nissan, or it doesn't have to be Nissan, at any company, who's got a degree, is well qualified, but maybe he's about 40, 45 years old, and his degree was 20 years ago. So the degree now, if it was in science or technology, is a little out of date. Now this is an ambitious guy, and he wants to get promoted in his company. So to get promoted, he needs to go from point A to point B. To get from point A to point B, he needs more knowledge. So what we do is we sit down, the university, a supervisor, say for example me, the employee, and his boss at the company. So we all three of us sit down and we make an agreement that for the student to go from A to B, he needs these skills. I then, as a representative of the university, say, right, we will provide the student with these skills in the form of a master's degree. So he studies this information, and at the end he gets his master's degree. So we all sign an agreement, and so at the end of it, what happens? At the end of it, the student has a master's degree, and universities are giving out a master's degree, so the university is happy because it's fulfilled the teaching part of its contract. The employee or student has got more knowledge, and he has now got a signed agreement with the company that if he has this knowledge, he's viable for promotion. So hopefully he will then get promoted. And then the company has obviously got an employee with more knowledge and with more skills, and which helps the company. So this is a perfect example of a knowledge triangle. And what happens is we split the cost three ways. The government gives a third of the cost, the industry pays for a third of the cost, and the university pays for a third of the cost. So the benefit is obviously the student, which is good, but we share three ways this triangle, and this is a very good scheme. It's working very well in the UK, and it's very difficult to get on because many people want to get onto this scheme, and the government, being the government, has only got so much money, so the government has a problem getting the money from the government. But it's a very good example of a knowledge transfer partnership. So I believe firmly in this idea of knowledge partnership. I believe firmly that a university should reach out, should go out and work in society. The job of a university is not just to educate students. The job, in my view, of a university is to provide a skilled workforce to help the economy of the country it's working in, and also as an international for help Europe. So thank you very much.